Torch, light up the flame. I'm trying to do a test, my friend. And let me go ahead and I'm going to do another thing too. Hold it. I know it's going to look crazy. I'm just going to put this like this. You'll probably see me and you might not. I was going to try adding one more lens on top. It was going to make it a little darker. But with that, hopefully, I'm going to go ahead and switch it back. That's probably upside down and backwards, but that's okay. Yeah, it's a little darker and foggier, wouldn't you know it? And let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Looks like somebody's watching already. Thank you. I'm sorry about the way it's going, but we'll get there, guys. Again, I'm trying and just trying this to see how it works. And in a second, I guess I'm going to go see what I can do about putting myself online. Oh, of course, when you want it to do what you want it to do, it's not going to do it. Okay. There was one person watching. Now it's not watching. That's okay. Hi, people. I'm going to go ahead and check and get this thing online. I know I should have done this ahead of time. Stupid me. But that's the way life is sometimes. I'm checking to see what the connection is like and how it's working. And of course, I haven't had internet out. Turn the internet on. And it's going to take a while. Oh boy. But we'll get there. Be patient. I'm going to do a couple of different icicles. I've already got the stem ready, and I will show you that. I'll put a URL for the description of that on my on the info down below. Right. Okay. Now, getting there to YouTube. It's taking me just a little bit. Uh-oh, I've got to sign in. Wouldn't you know it? Let's do this. Next. And is it going to go through? Is it going to go through? Yay, I'm in the line. Okay. Now, Creator Studio. I'm sorry I should have done this again. Let's go to the live now. There we are. I don't know why. Of course, the icicle. I have no idea, but the same type of videos that I have been doing forever, all of a sudden YouTube wants to question the content, like I'm swearing, like I'm, showing off things that shouldn't be shown off. No, it's all my same glass blowing. It's never any music on the background. Nobody ever has to say I'm copywriting anybody. But sure enough, they want to say, hey, you. I don't think it's a proper video that regular commercials can be shown on it. Who knew that, right? I think it's because I'm finally getting up to where I'm making money that they're saying, hey, we're not going to let you make money on that. I wonder what the deal is. I wish they'd drop me an email or something just to see what's going on. I've got the live chat up now. And again, I'm going to do a couple of I wouldn't say from scratch. I've already done the little twirly thingies for the icicles, but I'm going to do like a sea turtle. I'm also going to see how it goes and go from there. Thank you for being there. I'm really excited about the new camera. Yeah, maybe I should take this lens off, the darker lens off, because it is smudged or dirty or something right there in the middle. When you know it. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. It'll catch up, I'm pretty sure. No, it doesn't. I guess the best way to get the best quality out of this phone um, is to make sure it's tilting funny. Of course, it's going to tilt funny. There we go, guys. I'm sorry about that. It's just the way my life is today. Anything I do is going to affect the whole 9 yards. Right? Right. Now, let's go on with this. Shows that I have myself watching. So we will go from there. Now, first I'm going to do a sea turtle. It's another icicle ornament. And I will quit after that one and then go to the next one. As you can still see, it's not too bad with the detail. Let me see if I can still... Oh, I can zoom in. Good. I'm going to try to tilt this up just one more time. Sorry about the adjusting, folks, but hey, with my luck, the whole camera system will just drop right. Oh, yep, when you know it. Sorry, folks. Let's try to do this. I am definitely going to probably delete this because I can. Craziness. And now you saw the top of my... There we go. Hi, whoever's watching. Hi, big country. And I'm sorry for the mess. And I'm sorry for the shakiness. Again, I'm trying this live and it's just not going to cooperate. But you know how that is. We'll see how that works. I'm going to do a video on a sea turtle ornament. Yeah, like I've said, if I had somebody doing the technical fugal at the end and me doing all the glass blowing, I'd probably get a few more videos in. But we'll go from there. Okay, first of all, I'm going to take this down. Take it down. I only need a little bit because I'm making a smaller sea turtle for the end of the icicle. And we will go from there. Yeah, I guess if I'm going to get some high def quality, I've just got to deal with... I have one other suggestion that I'm going to try and bring the Wi-Fi straight out here, but it's going to be a little bit of a cord reckoning, but we'll get there. Okay. Now, when I've got dichro that I'm also putting in this. It's just a little chunk. As you saw, I just sort of put the chunk down, film side up, and then pressed it inside the glass. And now I'm going to layer some green over it. This is going to be not a very big sea turtle because it's on the end of an icicle, right? Right. Yeah, I had to play with it, and I just to check. And again, I will see what I can do. I'm glad that some of it is looking like it's still in higher def, which is good. So we will keep with that. Right. You should be able to use Wi-Fi jumper. Yeah, I'm actually, that's basically what I'm going to do. I've got the computer here in the shed, hot wired in with a long extension. But they don't have any long extensions for cell phones, right? Right. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on the end of that long extension, I'll just put another Wi-Fi router and see if I've got a couple of them kicking around and see if I can't get a better reception than what I'm getting right now. because from here to the actual router that this is hooked to, it's about a 40 foot to 50 foot, and it's inside a house, so, and it's not like a super industrial Wi-Fi from Walmart, or you know what I mean. Anyway, there we go. Now again, the sea turtle is basically my fold and pulls, and I did put a darker lens on it at one point, but it didn't happen. Wi-Fi repeater. Well, that would work too, but like I said, I have the routers, and I have it already hooked to a wire out here, so I could just put a router out here just to see how it would work. That will be the next step. That way I can get more video connections out here at the same time. We'll see. Wired is always best, but again, they don't have a way of wiring straight to a wire to a cell phone. So the Wi-Fi, you have to go with the transmission. Like I said, right now, but I do have access to it. I just was seeing how well it would do from the setup that it is now. I'm sitting here making this turtle as we speak while talking about another one of my favorite things. That's basically what I have right now from the Wi-Fi router. It's in the house. I have a 100-foot router cord. Actually, that's it's close to 100 foot from where the router is to where I'm at right now. I have it sticking out a window and running across the back yard. So every time I mow the lawn, at this point, I'm picking it up and then putting it back down. But I will bury it. I just want to get a better Cat 5, heavier Cat 5 and bury it and get it looking better. I've actually got the crimper, just a little bit of finagling with my money, which I cannot do right now. It's very, very tight. Trying to refinance, and I had to put, it's funny how you have to spend a lot of money to try to make some money back, right? Right. But once that's done, I'm actually going to see about having a little bit of play money for the shed as well. Because what better place to make money than, oops, there it went. It dropped right off, but it's okay. Put a little cold weld at the end of his nose. I'm going to heat and melt down the top of this guy from where I just nipped him off of, and then you'll see the nice diachroic sparkly glittery going on in the back. See, it looks very globby right now, but oops, yeah, I'm about where I should be. Looks very globby, but you can see the diachroic sparkly glittery going on in the back there. Yeah, I do have a plan. I just haven't done it yet. I was just trying to see how well it would be without having to do it yet. That's the question. Glad to see that there is a few people watching. It looks like I've got 2 people. You and Dirty QWERTY. That's a neat name, Dirty QWERTY. Nothing like, hey, let's see what I can come up with on the keyboard. Oh yeah, QWERTY! You have that QWERTY keyboard set up. Have you ever tried the Dvorak? I've tried that once, and I really, really liked it, and I started typing better, but then my computer crashed, and I actually did take all the keys off and put them in the right place for the lettering to be right for the Dvorak, and that really screwed me over when it came time to say, when I had to go back into DOS and type the words and stuff, so I said, screw it, just leave it. Maybe now you can get more keyboards, so maybe I'll do that. Have a Dvorak set up, and then have another keyboard set aside that if it ever does crash, that I could. Again, the Dvorak is a better typing system, I think. That's one of the things that I was going to do, was start up a computer channel as well. When I worked at the dump, I had access to a lot of older computers that people basically threw away. And what better place to play and work on something and not have to worry about the condition that it's in, like, you know, oh, it's screwed up, let me throw it away. My cold welds are not doing so hot tonight. Not doing so hot. Oh, never mind. That's an ironic statement, isn't it? Okay. Now I've got the sea turtle the way I like it. And now I'm going to put it on the end of a rod here, which we will do. Oh, you're at work on break. So I caught you at the right time. Always serendipitous moments. That's a good thing. I'm glad I could say hi. You could say hi and see what's going on. Thanks for being there, country. There we go. Now I'm just sort of really welding it or fusing it together to the bottom of this sea turtle. But then I'm going to sort of fan it and tilt it sideways, as you can see, from the bottom. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this fin just a little bit. And then I'm going to put another loop, or the top loop for this turtle. Matter of fact, let's do that. I'm going to, oh, there's a little bit of dirty glass right here. Pull it. That's my cullet can. I don't use water. I just use dry. I guess it's because that's the way I started. Actually, I'm just going to do a loop right here. I'm going to put it on the end of the fin and melt it. Matter of fact, I think I got to tilt the thing a little bit, but we'll get there. Oh, that's what we'll do right there. Touch it to there. It's a little wide loop. I don't think it distracts from the turtle that much because it's clear. There you go. Then I'm going to tilt it. Heat and tilt just a little bit in that direction, so the loop is more towards the top. There we go. There we go. And now about right there is where I'm going to put the, I guess I lost country, or is QWERTY gone? Doesn't matter. And we got one sea turtle with diachroic in the shell going on for an icicle. And next, we'll have another one. We're going to do, let's see, sea turtle, a dolphin. I haven't done a dolphin on the video yet, so let's do a dolphin real quick. And again, I still like the better, higher def when I do it just straight from the camera, videotaping it and uploading it. I will continue doing live video feeds. Don't get me wrong there. But when I want to show you guys detail, and when I want to show you guys what really is going to go on, I will do just a straight video and upload it. So I guess QWERTY bowed out of the scene, but that's okay. Now, dolphins. Simple, basic, banana shape. See there? Where the side that the pencil is on, which I call that, the right hand is the pencil, and if you're left-handed, the right hand is the paper, and vice versa. I'm dyslexic, whatever. Okay. Now we're going to put the tail on. The tail again is the basic fold and pull. Pull out, fold over, pull out, fold over, pull out, fold over. There we go. Then we're going to do another one real quick. Pull out, fold over. It's a little cool out here. You can see my breath. But that's okay. Okay. Even them out a little bit. Now I'll do the dorsal fin, and the dorsal fin I usually put about midway on the back of the dolphin's back. And again, it's just the same fold and pull that you just did. Just doing it on top. And maybe just a little bit bigger. Okay. Now, I'm going to put the icicle stem just below the tail here, just above where the tail is, like so. And let it anneal, not anneal, but fuse in. Make sure on both sides you're not leaving something that would crack and break off. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the top half of this dolphin. And I'm going to change the curve in this thing a little bit, but not much. Okay. Excuse me. That's a good lunch. Now the tail is a modified fold and pull. I do sort of like a little bit of a stem out, and then fold and pull, not quite to the body, but a little bit further out. I think you could see where that happened, so that it sort of thins out and then gets thicker for the fin, the front fins here. That's the best way to describe it. Touch, pull out, fold over, but not quite at the base, a little bit away from the base to give it a thick, thin thing going on with the. I'm having a little trouble with these this morning, whatever. There you go. Now the nose, basic nose, just another little stem, touch and pull out. Dot the eyes. And there we go. In the short amount of time that I've been on, I have done 2 sets of icicles. Again, I will show you how. I'll put the URL down below on the simple icicle. Matter of fact, it's getting a lot of hits, I have to admit, for when I guess simple makes the difference, because it is very simple. You don't have to flatten it. It just sort of works out real well. And you just heat that up and curve it in the direction that you want it. And last but not least, we're going to put a loop just about right on the end of his nose. Well, not near the end of his nose, but we'll get there. Right between it, behind his eye to above his eye. And that'll be one little icicle loop for the dolphin. And again, sometimes what I do is I usually just go out, sort of make the question mark, heat it up lightly in the middle, and bend it over and touch it too. And then I'll go back in and ream it. Graphite rod here that I have does the job. There we go. And we've got one dolphin icicle. And it'll come off right about there. And there's those two. And that will go into the oven right over here. Oops, I'm doing a little too high. Sorry, guys. Didn't realize it until. All right, I'll get it eventually. Hey, Stevie. Nice to see that you're out there. I'm just doing a couple of quick videos on icicles again. I know everybody's doing it, but we're getting there. I just put those in the oven. And any request? Any request? Oh, I know what I do. I'll do a horse head icicle. No, a unicorn head icicle. Real quick. And then I'm going to call it quits for the evening. Okay? Okay. So, with that, now with the horse head / unicorn head icicle, which will turn out really nice, I think. I'm going to put a little bit of a ball going on, or a base for the icicle. And I should have probably melted it from the rod instead of screwing up on the icicle and making it a little shorter, but that's life in general. Okay. Now, it's not going to be very big, and you know what? I'm going to fume it. I'm going to fume it with some silver real quick, too. I've got some handy, so I'm going to use it. Okay, first, it's a modified fold and pull, and you're going to make the same type of shark fin, dorsal fin, dolphin fin that I've just been making, and curve it around just a little bit, and that's the neck to the horse / unicorn / whatever you want to make it into. Then I'll do a couple of quick dorsal fins down the back here for the mane. And I usually put 3, but sometimes there's room for 4, so that's what I'm going to do. Oops, turned into 3 still. Okay, now, ice cream cone. That's what you do for the body or the head of a horse, unicorn, whatever. Okay? You basically make the ball shape, heat it up right at the tip of the dorsal fin, seal them together real well, and there is the basic head. And then you bring out the ice cream cone. In other words, it gets more narrow, and then it comes down to an end. That's what I call the ice cream cone. And you can see it. It's basically the cone, long cone shape. And that is your basic horse head. Basic dragon head. Basic, you make it a little longer, it's a dragon head. You make it a little different. But that's basically the heads that I put on most of my unicorn / horses / whatever. Okay? Okay. Now, to make it a unicorn, real quick, you know what? I'm going to cheat. Because I can. I have these already made up for the icicles, but it makes a beautiful horn. Little nice tight twist going on without too much twist going on at the same time. It's kind of weird, but it works. And seal it on, and then just go up a little bit and pull it off. And now you've got the twisted horn to the unicorn. Quick loop for the icicle itself. I'll do that from the top of the head and curve it over to the first tip of the mane there. Let's see. That should work. Just connected it, and I'm going to take the reamer and round it in, or round it out, or whatever. There you go. I'm going to tilt this slightly, and then I'm going to fume it. Curve it in so that the loop is more towards the center of the top. I guess that's close enough. I'm going by sight. Oop, okay, a little higher, a little higher. I'm sorry. I will learn. I will learn. I just haven't figured it out completely yet. Now, that's what it looks like as is. And now we're going to do some fuming. I'm going to have to take the flame down slightly, very slightly, down to almost. And on the end of this rod is a very little bit of silver. And so we will go from there. I've got to warm it in a little bit. Sharpen it up just slightly. And let's see if we can't make this dance. There it went. Oh yeah. It danced for me. Ta-da! It went from clear to shiny. And you do this with gold and it comes out with a gold and pink luster. You do it with silver and you get the nice gold and silver shine going on. Right? Right. If I can get a little closer. Anyway, 3 icicles for the price of 1. In other words, you got those 3 in that amount of time. I'm going to call this video quits and see if I can't reestablish and get a better video. If not, I'm going to just have to do more uploads. And we got 1 unicorn icicle. Oh, I did it again. I've got to learn where the center of this thing is, and now I'm getting the idea, but we'll get there. Thanks again, guys. I do appreciate it. And as always, carpe vitro. Let's see if I can, how close I can get it. Oh, there we go. Carpe vitro and enjoy your day. And I'm finishing up. There we go.